What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Gameweek 9 podcast. I'm joined by my co-host Roy. Roy, how are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. 3 more episodes to the number 100, eh?
I know, right? I just noticed it as well. I was like, oh, 97. Yes, 3 more episodes, and we will hit episode 100. Been going for like a couple years now. But we haven't because we have missed a couple like game weeks. We haven't been able to get to that 100.
Yep.
Even though we've been going for a couple of years, but yeah, we're getting close to 100 and also getting close to 1,000 subscribers. We're on 908 at the moment, so 92 more, and we'll get to 1,000 subscribers as well. So
Hopefully we get to 100.
yeah,
Don't we get 1,000 at the same time?
oh, that will be the dream. So let's see how we go in terms of that. But yeah, welcome to everyone in the chat as well, Shiraz, MFZ as well, and anyone else who's watching as well. Welcome. If you are new, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and help us to get to 1,000. Now, Roy, we got quite a bit to discuss because Game Week 8, for me at least, was an absolute disaster. I think ever since I wildcarded, it's been a disaster, to be honest. Um, but you did kind of bit more better. But I think a lot of questions have been like a lot of questions with regards to Arsenal have come up
Yep.
since Game Week 8. Now I'll bring up
Mhm.
the fixtures, like the odds. These are the odds from Rob T FPL. But before we get just into this, I'm just going to bring up the season ticker so everyone can have a look at it. So Everton are still on top because they are going on their good fixture run at the moment. Wolves are about to kick on their good fixture run. After having horrendous, like they've faced, I think almost all the big teams, to be honest.
Yep.
So they're about to start their really good fixture run. Brentford are also they're going through their good fixture run. Fulham are now in round 2 of their like good one. They started off the season well, then went into a tough run of fixtures where people like sold Robinson and all. I kept on to Smith Rowe, maybe bad idea. Now people are looking into Jimenez and all. So they're up here as well. Ipswich and Palace are there, but honestly, form-wise, they're not looking great. So probably not one to look at. Spurs are in slightly there as well because Spurs are also in a decent run at the moment. And we
Yep.
look at the attacking data; they look really good. Liverpool at the bottom, Southampton at the bottom, Newcastle, Brighton, Arsenal also because Arsenal are about to start their 3-game tough fixture run, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
So we'll have a look and we'll kind of keep that in mind. Oh, do you have anything to add on to this?
Oh, just one thing stands out. Like
Yep.
the top 6 teams in here, or
Yes.
sorry, 7,
Yep.
they're actually the bottom half
Yep.
7, mostly, right?
Most of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's quite interesting. You have all those lower teams having good fixtures.
Yep.
I mean, are the managers brave enough to go for it?
In this
Because
good
there's
fixture
some
run.
value in those players,
Yep.
but again, are you really brave enough to go for those players, knowing they got good fixtures and maybe there are some players you can pick up?
Maybe because we'll talk about a few players when we get into the games as well, because
Mm.
there are a few that are standing out. And like when we're trying to get all these expensive players, these are the teams you have to look at to try and get all these enablers as well.
Yep.
Okay, let's go into the game straight away. So it's a Friday night kickoff, or basically Saturday morning for us here in
Yep.
Australia. So deadline is a bit more earlier than the usual. Not great for deadline streams for me because it's like
Mm.
early morning, 2:30 in the morning, absurd times. But yeah, here we are. Leicester versus Forest. Forest defensively have been great. Kept a clean sheet. Sells, anyone who had Sells as a goalkeeper got 11 points this week. And then Chris Wood continues to score at the moment. He's on a decent form. From Leicester's point of view, Jamie Vardy got a goal as well as a penalty. They came back from 2-0 down to 3-2 to win against Southampton. But defensively, I guess, still a bit of a mess. How do you
Yep.
see the game going?
I see Forest having the edge because in the Premier League, good defense when you half the game. But then again, Leicester is at home, so they have the home advantage. I think it's going to be a tight game. I can't see this game to be a 2-2, 3-3 sort of game.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be quite tight.
Yeah, true. Um, because Forest in general, they try and keep it like very tight at defense, and they've got good
Yeah.
defensive players as well. And for anyone who
Mm.
owns like a Milenkovic, or even a Ole in defense, or Sells. Actually, Sells has been probably the best goalkeeper to go for, to be honest.
Mm.
At a 4.5 bracket, those are like your good options, to be honest. To try and look and get. Leicester point of view, I think I wouldn't even touch the defense. Only Jamie Vardy. Um, Midfield, there is Bonanate, who is decently ticking over from Leicester. Used to be at Brighton last season,
Mm.
but I would kind of avoid, generally speaking.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you go for Chris Wood?
I mean, here's the thing with Leicester, right? Not Leicester, sorry, Forest. They are in the middle of their tiny games of good fixtures. After
Mm.
that, it kind of gets a bit more harder. So where's Forest? They have Leicester, West Ham, and then after that they go Newcastle, Arsenal, then Ipswich is good, and then they have Man City, and then again there's a bit more of a harder set of run of fixtures after that as well, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Long-term planning wise, probably not wise.
No, probably not. Short term, it's not a bad option. Long term, maybe Chris Wood. I don't know if you can bench him for the Arsenal fixture and start him against Ipswich
Mm.
until game week 13. Maybe he's not a bad striker to have. And then by that time, you probably have like another fixture swing that's coming along with like Chelsea, Arsenal, all get their good fixtures again. So
Yeah.
maybe you could probably, for a short term, like 3 to 4 game weeks, he's not a bad option still. And he's on form, so not going to say no.
Yeah. Yeah. Agree.
Moving on, Aston Villa versus Bournemouth. Unai Emery doing well in Europe so far. Unbeaten. They won their game yesterday as well. Watkins didn't start, came off the bench. Morgan Rogers got the goal on the weekend. Got a goal in the Champions League as well. Those are the only two players I probably would look at from Villa.
Yeah. Yeah. Agree. I mean, Bournemouth proved to everyone that they can play really well
Mm,
defensively. I mean, Arsenal could not create too many chances, even before got sent off.
mm,
I think Arsenal couldn't really do much.
mm,
But then again, that was Bournemouth at home.
mm.
So away to Aston Villa, they probably going to just park the bus and trying to get something out of it.
They'll probably try to counter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do, which they're quite good at.
Yeah. Yeah. And Semenyo is a player that a lot of managers had. Because they had like a tiny 2 fixtures on the wildcard for anyone who went on the wildcard. He's not a bad option. I think I still know few managers who still have him. I don't mind playing him against Villa because Villa defensively they haven't been the best team so far, even though Martinez saved the penalty last week. Defensively they're still not that solid. The other one is Kluivert, who is ticking along silently. He's on penalties as well, doing pretty well. But that's probably what I would look at from Bournemouth, those two players mainly.
Yeah, I don't think Kluivert played from the start last
I
game.
don't think so.
Yeah, he came on as a sub.
Let me confirm that. And yeah, but in
He's probably
general,
only played half an hour or so. I know he got a goal and
yeah,
assist.
yeah. Is
Yeah,
it
but I
Kluivert?
don't
No,
think he
sorry, no, it's not
started.
Kluivert. Wrong player. That I should be talking about. I think the other one was Tavernier that I was supposed to be looking at.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. But then in general, if you're looking at like Bournemouth, you're probably going to go Semenyo because he's like that talisman type player.
Yeah, he's quite attacking.
Indeed.
Yeah, Aston Villa after their midweek games, I don't know physically whether they are at the top shape to play this game. And that's something to consider as well. I mean, they're not used to play
Yeah,
3-4 games in 2 weeks, sort of thing.
That's true because like when they played United the day before, like that week before, they were in a Champions League game, and I was fully expecting United to be like sent to the cleaners, but
Yeah.
like they hardly created anything against United. So there could be an effect where like they go from like this major high on Champions League to like suddenly like a low point. Still a good team, but Bournemouth could actually put up a fight in this one.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Now I can keep going on this order, or do you want? I want to kind of, because the next few games before I touch on it, I feel like there might be an impact based on the Arsenal players that we have. I'm gonna go to the Arsenal Liverpool game first.
Yep.
Because now from an Arsenal point of view, everyone mostly like doubled up or tripled up on Arsenal players. Some went double defense, including myself, regretting it now, but it is what it is. Some went double attack with Saka and Havertz.
Yep.
Now Saliba got the red card, which means he misses this game. Added to that, I think California got injured along with Ben White in the Champions League today morning or yesterday night,
Yep.
based on the
Yep.
time zone. And Saka wasn't in the squad for both
Yep.
games. Now we don't know we still have no idea what's going to happen with Saka.
Yep.
And I highly doubt we're going to get anything from Arteta that is meaningful.
He actually said Saka will not play against Liverpool.
Is that
But
mind games though?
I actually think you just need to take everything he said opposite.
Yeah.
He would never say that for certain someone's not going to play, but when he said it, something's not right. But he tricked everyone, right?
I know. The first time he positively said something about Saka and the man didn't even show up
Yeah.
in the squad. I was like, what? I was so sure he was going to like start, but like here we are.
I feel like he's saving him for Liverpool game because this is the game that we cannot lose. We get to the point that we can't lose any points. If we lose to Liverpool, that'll be 7 points behind and 6 points behind City if they were to beat Southampton, which most likely they will.
Yeah.
So I think that's the game Arsenal cannot lose.
Yeah.
Arteta is going to do everything he can to get something out of it. So you're talking about injury issues. That is a big issue. We've been suffering from injuries from the game one, really. So that is certainly is an issue. But I think we have enough depth for Liverpool game. I hope Saka play, but if Saka doesn't play, I think will be a big issue from an attacking point of view. Yeah, I'm kind of biased because I look at this game, feel like it's the game we have to win. It's prove what we're gonna do. It's prove we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's just that with all those factors involved in this game and injuries, Saka, even Havertz, he wasn't fully fit, I don't think. But we still got Martinelli on the left, and he did really well this morning.
Yes.
He will be a threat to Liverpool. It's a game very even. I think it could go either way.
Now, do you have Saka in your team or?
I do.
Okay. What if let's say we don't get any news on Saka? Would you sell?
The fact that no one actually talk about what injury is, which is just kind of worries me, is either Arteta is playing a mind game.
Yeah.
He's going to play Saka. There's nothing wrong with him. He just rest him for the Champions League. He'll play Liverpool, or is something serious? I think the truth will come out at some point.
Well, we'll know. If he's not in the Liverpool game, then it's probably a bit more serious, I guess.
Yeah. Because he looked like it was a hamstring.
Yeah.
When how he pulled out of the game, it seems like a hamstring injury. And everyone knows hamstring injury usually takes 2 weeks if it's something minor. If the player recovers really well, it's 2 weeks. Otherwise, it's up to 4 weeks, right?
Yeah, and then recurring injury is also very possible with hamstrings. So you have to be very careful.
I just pulled my hamstring on Sunday, so I'm limping now. But it's not nice.
Yeah, no, definitely.
To answer the question, if he doesn't play against Liverpool, I'll start thinking about getting someone else in.
Yep, fair enough. Now, I had Saka. I sold him today morning for Cole Palmer.
Yep.
Who I actually don't mind because I think Cole Palmer, even though the fixtures are not the easiest for Chelsea in the short term at the moment, they've got Newcastle this week and then they got Manchester United next week. But then after that, Arsenal in Game Week 11. That's not easy, to be honest. After that, they go on a really good run of fixtures. So by then, I would probably want Cole Palmer anyways by Game Week 12. But he's like a big game player as well. and on penalties. So I'm like, yeah, I've seen enough of Chelsea to know that they will try and find a way to get attacking returns regardless of the
Yeah.
opponent. So I'm happy to take it on and get him
Yep.
even in the tougher run. So that's what I've done. I am happy to kind of see through Arsenal's like 3 tough games and see, because like the problem with Saka is because he's so expensive. I need him to play, or I need to have players good enough to be able to like show up when he doesn't appear, which unfortunately my
Yep.
squad didn't have it this week, and so it got kind of decimated. Um, so I'm happy to like play the fixtures, see how it goes, and like game week 12 again, I think, is when Arsenal also go on a really good run. Hopefully by then, I don't know. Do we know like Martin Odegaard, how far away?
He might surprise you to play against Liverpool.
Who,
I
Odegaard?
kind of doubt it, because if that were to happen, he would have played some parts in the Champions League, so that just play some minutes. The fact that he didn't play, which makes me think that might not happen. But you just never know what Arteta is cooking. So he's a new Pep, right? No one knows what it's gonna do. Because he plays Saka whenever he can. He will play Saka. That worries me. That's worrying me.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But I think you made the right call at this stage. It's the right call.
We'll see. Rank hasn't been doing well, so we'll see what happens. For double defense, now I look at Arsenal versus usually big teams and go. They try to keep it tight at defense, and usually set pieces ends up becoming a key part of goal scoring, which is why. So I have Gabriel, and I'm like, okay, do I play Gabriel this week? Because I got Rare as well, and I've got 3. I've played them thrice now. So I played them thrice and lost clean sheets all 3 times. And now they're playing Liverpool, who are a really good team. And added to this, there is no Saliba as well, which I don't know what to take from it. Because I go in one half, I go, oh, there's a set piece goal possible from like Gabriel. He's capable of doing it. The other way I go, do I really want to play both Arsenal defenders, or do I just play one and bench the other?
As I said, this level, the top level games can be really tight. Liverpool probably thinking a point at Arsenal is a good result, and Arsenal probably thinking we can't lose this game. So, just from a logic point of view, this is probably going to play out as a draw, a low-scoring, boring sort of draw. But it just takes that one moment to change the game, right? Like when the referee trying to be the hero of the game, trying to be the center of attention, he would do something against Arsenal, send out players off. You just can't predict things like that. Just imagine if the referee send off a Liverpool player, then a clean sheet looks highly possible.
Yeah.
If you send another Arsenal player off, then obviously it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's
I mean, last game, if Arsenal didn't get the send off,
clean sheet would have
most
been
likely will not, will be a clean sheet.
Yep.
Which happened 3 times already for Arsenal. So you would think if Arsenal don't get players sent off, 11 versus 11, we're pretty solid. So I'm confident we'll bounce back regardless. It's just really bad decisions by the referee for the last few games, and injuries is not helping.
Fair enough. Okay, we'll see. All right, so I probably might actually start Gabriel. Rhea, I have to start because I don't really have a backup goalkeeper. I'm going to be like a 4.0. So I kind of have to start.
Let's hope we get a clean sheet.
Yeah.
From 0-0 would be a good result for us.
Oh yes, I would take 0-0 because I don't own Salah. So I have Trent as well, and he's the other. So I have Trent, Gabriel, and Rhea. So for me, 0-0 is the best case scenario that I could ask for. And this is where I have, because I have those 3 and I have Mikalenko on the bench, and Everton are doing pretty decently as well in terms of keeping the clean sheet. So this is where I'm looking at, do I really want to be dropping like both Trent and Gabriel are capable of getting attacking returns as well?
Yeah, exactly.
So I would take a 0-0 at this point, because Anything else is probably not the best situation.
Yeah. If you ask me, I would take Newley at this stage because we just got too many injuries.
Yep, fair enough. Okay, so we'll see what happens. From a Liverpool point of view, you have Diaz? Do you have Diaz? You
Yeah, I
had
have
Diaz.
Diaz.
Yeah. I know.
Jota is injured, right?
Don't know fully. Good question. I'm not really sure on that one. We'll have to see in terms of press conference news about that. I know Connor Bradley was injured that I saw. Jota, I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat might be able to let me know. But what are you gonna do with Diaz? Oh yeah, Jota is out. Injured, sorry.
Oh, keeping him. Because with Jota out, then I think Diaz will play more minutes because Darwin or what's his name, the Dutch guy?
Gakpo.
Yeah, Gakpo probably is going to play. One of them going to play up front,
Mm.
and Diaz will have more time. So I'm keeping him for now because I don't have Salah. So
Fair enough. Okay.
so you're gonna have to keep one Liverpool player.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so I had Diaz. I sold him as well. Because
Who did you get in instead?
I sold him this week because I had him like the last game. He got benched. And I sold him this week for Brennan Johnson from Spurs.
Yeah, he's in good form.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I've done that because I had free transfers. So I was like, okay, let me do a couple moves because for me to be able to get Palmer, I kind of needed to sell Diaz because I needed to free up the money. And I thought that was worth it. End of the day. But I think we'll have to see because Champions League today for Liverpool, see who starts for that on the left wing, whether it's Gakpo, whether it's Diaz. If it's Diaz, how many minutes does he get? That's another question. If he gets like 60 minutes, then high chance he could play against Arsenal, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that's the advantage Arsenal had is we play a day earlier.
Yeah, that's true. Y'all played yesterday, right? So another day of rest as well. That helps, to be honest. Yep. There was a question to you, or basically both of us from Com. If Kivio plays and partners Gabriel, would you expect a clean sheet?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. But I was hoping Ben White would play.
Yeah.
And Timber on the right, and Calafiori on the left. That's why in my head that's probably the best alternative if Saliba doesn't play.
Assuming they're fit, Kivio and Calafiori and Ben White.
Yeah, I mean Partey can always play on the right back as well. So I think if I were Arteta, I would not play Kivio.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen.
But he was the first one to come on.
Yes,
after our send off. So and then he messed up the back pass. So I think considering all this, I just can't see him playing in such a big game.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so we'll see how that goes.
The answer is no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If he starts, no clean sheet. If he starts, I can't do anything. It's the last game. We can't even change our teams. I can't remove Gabriel from double defense. So I'll just have to accept that my clean sheet is gone and hope for Gabriel header from set piece or something. Okay, so that's that game. We'll cover that off. We'll see how that goes. Let's go back to the fixtures like Brentford versus Ipswich. You've got Mbeumo. I've got Mbeumo. Should be a good game for him this week against Ipswich. I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet. Flecken for some reason just can't keep clean sheets. So
I got Delap as well in my team.
I don't mind playing Delap as well. He's been on form as well, to be honest, as a striker. Then Wissa got like 30 odd minutes against United. The last game. So he's back from injury. Should slowly start. I don't know if he'll start this game or whether he'll come off as another substitute appearance. We might hear more from the press conference news. But he's only 5.9. And we mentioned Brentford earlier, good run of fixtures that they have: Ipswich, Fulham, Bournemouth, Everton, Leicester.
Yeah, it's a good fixture, eh?
Yeah. So they have a good run. And for anyone looking for a budget striker, Wissa at 5.9 could be an option. But this is basically the money fixture out of that lot. Maybe this and Leicester later. So a good entry point if anyone's looking for a striker, but I don't know if he'll start or not.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have two attackers from Brentford, would you?
I mean, they do have the capabilities of scoring goals. Like they scored 5 against West Ham, was it? Like weeks ago. So I don't mind
Yeah,
it. But I don't know if his minutes. I'm not sure. That's the only thing.
yeah. I think if you want to say get rid of Saka, get someone in, you need to get some cheap attackers, and yeah, I think that there are good options considering the fixtures are pretty good.
Even Havertz, right? If anyone's looking to like downgrade Havertz to a striker,
Yeah, exactly. So
could
we
be an
free up some money
yeah,
for a 10
million.
million
Yeah, exactly.
midfield
Midfield.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Could be an option. And like from Ipswich is only Delap, to be honest.
yeah,
Probably wouldn't look at anyone else.
yeah.
Uh,
Isn't that Graves, the
Greaves,
defender?
he
He's
was
all
out.
right, I think.
Yeah, but he was out injured the last game.
Uh,
So apparently he's expected back like November. So he's
right,
out. Leaf Davis, I guess, was the fullback, the left
right.
back who's attacking. But they're not going to keep a clean sheet.
No, 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 no.
So that's that game. Anything else to add on it?
No, no. I'm actually pretty impressed with how Ipswich handle the first few games. I think they did actually pretty well.
That's true. They've so far gone for it at times, managed to like structurally be okay. I think they are in a good run. They just have to like take points from the fixtures they can.
Yep,
And then in these ones, they're like, if they can nick a draw, I'll take it, I guess.
yep, yep.
Now, Brighton versus Wolves. Wolves about to start their really good run of fixtures. We saw from the game against City that they're capable of defending decently, to be honest. Ain't Nouri is definitely on a lot of managers' talking points in terms of like a cheap defender, 4.4 million.
Yep.
And they have a budget striker in Strand Larsen at 5.5, I think. And then obviously you have Matheus Cunha, who I think you've had in the past as well and
Yeah,
have
yeah,
had
yeah, yeah.
success.
It's a good player.
Yeah.
He seems to have some injury issues and just not fully fit.
Mm,
Seems like otherwise he would be the starting striker.
So if you
I
want,
don't see them do Brighton at home.
yeah, fair enough.
They are pretty good.
Would you look like Wolves? They have a good run, like a long stretch of fixtures. Would just wait and see like how they perform first in the first couple of games.
Yeah, I just have they turned the corner? When are they going to turn the corner?
Yeah, that's true.
It is what you need to think about. I mean, are they going down this year if they keep going the way they're going? It's just simply unlucky as well. So that's probably why people think they're about to turn the corner from after this game, though.
Yeah. So we'll see how they perform in this game against Brighton, and see which like out of the two strikers between Cunha and like Strand Larsen, which one is like a better option to go for, because there is like 1 million in price as well, so that could be used elsewhere somewhere else.
Exactly. I think if given the opportunity, I mean, if I'm O'Neill, I probably would play Cunha if I have the chance. I'm not sure why he isn't playing. He's this
So he started the
trial.
last game.
Yeah.
So both of them play usually in generally for like not a 4-4-2 but a two striker partnership.
Which Cunha is a further bit number 10
Yes,
sort of
yes,
role,
yeah,
which is what he was playing last year.
yeah.
With that Korean guy up front.
Wow, Hwang Yi-chan, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it might just take some time for Larsen to click with the team and start scoring. But Cunha, he's a proven Premier League level striker.
Yep. Yeah, true.
So I will still probably go for him.
Fair enough. Yeah, I probably agree because he's like even FPL wise, he's a pretty good player generally speaking. Like he's done well in past seasons as well. So yeah,
he has, and it's difficult to get used to the Premier League. So for any new players coming in, it does take some time to get used to the intensity, to get used to how the defenders are defending, because they're pretty quick, it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
So
We'll see. I mean, they're about to start their good run of fixtures. Let's see whether they actually like turn up as well for those.
It's whether the players are still supporting the manager to get some result.
That's true. We'll see what happens. Then Brighton, on the other hand, now Danny Welbeck went off injured. I don't know what extent the injury is. I think it shouldn't be a big one, so he may or may not be available for this one. We'll have to wait and see. Joe Pedro is still out, unfortunately. Um, the other player to keep an eye on is Rutter. I think we mentioned it in the last podcast as well with Karan. He is actually doing really well. I think he's been on really good form as well. Jorginho Rutter. So he got an assist in the last game against Newcastle. He got an assist and a goal against Spurs in the game before that, and then a goal before that against Chelsea. So he's on some decent form as well.
Yeah. What position is he playing? He's going to be a
It's like
bit
a
pushed up front
number 10 slash like it's midfield, attacking midfield player.
now.
So I actually don't mind him, but he's a midfielder in the game in FPL at 5.5.
Yeah, I think that it is a good choice because how Brighton usually work is he's got the Mitoma and Minta on the wing. They will cut in, run to the byline and just cut the ball back in. That's what that scoring from that penalty spot is what he's usually operating at. That's how he scored those goals. Is ball cutting back. And Mitoma and Minta, they're really good at that.
Yeah, they are indeed. So I expect Mitoma didn't play the last game because coming back from international break, but I do expect him to play this one. In terms of Welbeck, because there's a question I can see in the chat as well. In terms of Welbeck, what to do? I probably might wait for like press conference news to see whether he's like going to be fit or not. Because he's on form, Danny Welbeck, scoring goals as well. So I wouldn't want to really remove him unless like he's definitely out.
Yeah, agree.
That's probably it for Brighton. To be honest, I don't know if I'll be going and getting more Brighton players just yet because after this one, which is a good game for them, they've got City and Liverpool, which is two tough games. So Brighton are also like similar to like Chelsea and Arsenal. You probably want to be very safe. Brighton. Here we go. They got Liverpool and then City, and then they got after that 12, 13, and 14 is kind of where you want to try and get them as well. So Bournemouth, Southampton, Fulham. Around that time is when you probably want to be looking at Brighton players to try and bring into your team.
Yeah, you just keep the Brighton players and
don't buy
get
anymore.
rid of them before Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah, that or find a way to bench them if you can.
Yeah.
Oops, too far ahead. Where did I go? Yeah, I went too far ahead. Okay, here we go. So that's Brighton versus Wolves. I'm just gonna quickly check any questions in terms of that between that fixture. Not really. Okay. Next one, City versus Southampton. There was a question with regards to City as well. Now, this is the highest goals for this week. Haaland has, well, it's the highest goals and also highest clean sheet possibly. Now, City defensively, we look at the defensive data, haven't been keeping clean sheets at this moment. For some reason, they just can't find a way to keep clean sheets.
Surely against Southampton, they're going to keep a clean sheet.
I
But
hope so.
again, that's why I said again about Arsenal playing against Southampton. So that didn't go the way we wanted either.
Yep.
Surely Haaland's going to score 5 goals in this game. No, triple captain Haaland. That's what you got to do.
He's just blanked 3 in a row. So I don't know. Okay, here's the triple captain is an actual possibility for a lot of managers who are thinking of like triple captain, because there won't be that many doubles this season as well, right? So you got like the triple captaincy, the free hit, the bench boost, and this mystery chip, whatever it is going to be, and you're not going to have that many doubles. So people are looking to play it on single game weeks as well. And some have played it against Ipswich, I think back in game week 2, where he got like that 17 pointer. So it worked out. Now this is the other game.
On paper.
Yeah, on paper
right?
it's good.
On paper it's good, right?
Yeah, it is. Form though is a different story.
Putting all those goals into this game.
Maybe all of those goals that he should have got, he puts it all in one game effectively. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I want to put the like triple captaincy on him. I'll put the armband on him. I'm not sure about the triple captaincy. I wouldn't stop anyone from doing it though.
Just think it this way: when will be the next opportunity to triple captain someone?
Probably in a double game week, somewhere like 36 or 37, game week 36, 37, and then even we don't know whether City will have good fixtures.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So that is a bit uncertainty there.
Yeah. So you might even not.
I'm a bit tempted, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, this is probably from a single game week point of view, probably the best fixture he can get.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
Haaland can get.
exactly right. Just imagine if he doesn't play this game.
Oh no, he will. He has to. They don't have another striker. Like last season they had Alvarez. They don't even have another striker at the moment. So like he's the only striker in the club. The question is, will KDB and Foden play? Because Foden hasn't really been playing games this season for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I guess who cares, because no one's gonna take that risk, is it? No one is gonna
To
spend
go and
money
get him in.
on. Yeah, no.
No, but like them playing probably improves Haaland's chances of scoring.
Yeah, true. That's true. Especially KDB, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's the one who whipped the ball in, and
Mm.
yeah. I mean, you know, Southampton is gonna pack the bus. You know, that's what they're gonna do. They
If
did
they can.
against Arsenal.
Yeah, they did against Arsenal. So that's the thing. They're capable of like causing an upset.
Yeah. But Southampton is the team that they want to, from my memory, they want to play attacking game.
Yes.
They're the one they love to try to pass the ball from the back, which was quite stupid against Arsenal or City, because they will get punished. If that's the way they're trying to do, they will get punished by City. But if they change their game plan, just park the bus, then
it's going to be
that might be a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramsdale in goal, you know, like just save 10, 20 shots or whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Arsenal or something like
that. Can give Arsenal like a bit of a help in hand, drawing the game against City.
You know, the play of the game, you know, it can happen.
True. I wouldn't put it past it, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is why I'm like, if City were in like really good form, I would have thought about it a bit more. But at this moment, no. But apart from that, defensively, Guardiola has been getting the attacking returns. I guess that's why if you pay the extra money, you get the attacking returns from him. Rico Lewis, no attacking returns as much compared to Guardiola. And no clean sheets, unfortunately, as well, because City defensively will show the numbers later. They have fallen off. I think the lack of Rodri does take an impact as well on that.
Not against Southampton. I just can't see Southampton scoring goals.
Yeah.
They have nobody there. They had a young kid play on the right hand side. He was quite good.
Diblin.
Yeah. Not good enough.
Well, he might score a goal. Watch him this week. This is how City lose their clean sheet again.
No, I can't see that happening. I think it will be a 5-0.
Yeah, fair enough. Now there was a question about Akanji. I think if you have Akanji, I'd probably sell. I don't know if he's going to start this game, to be honest, but yeah, I'd probably sell. Okay, that's Southampton versus City. Everton versus Fulham. Fulham looking good. Smith Rowe hasn't looked good in the last couple of games. He got benched in one, didn't really do much in the last one as well. So
injured.
Yeah, he's on the chopping block for me as part of my three transfers, to be honest. I'll tell you who I'm bringing in later.
Reece Nelson?
No, not Reece Nelson. No. I'm bringing. I'll tell you now. I'm looking to bring in Garnacho.
Yeah. Garnacho is good.
Yeah, it's on form, playing now, starting at least. So I might actually.
My daughter has Garnacho, and she's getting good points.
Yeah, exactly. See, this is if you play like a casual, you get points. Need to play more casually at this point. But like, yeah, she's like, see, she knows what she's looking at the TV. She's watching the game. She's like, playing well, bringing, and then meanwhile here we are analyzing. Not as good as this person, and we just miss out on all these opportunities.
She beat me again this week. I don't know what am I doing here. Like, she should be sitting here doing this.
We should be getting her advice. Ask her who we should be bringing in this week, to be honest.
Yeah, she beat me again. She got 42 points.
See, that's actually a really good score this week.
That even including Saliba getting -3.
Oh my days! What are we doing here, man? Where?
Yeah, she's got Salah, Garnacho,
see,
Pickford.
I think
Rogers.
we should be replaced at this point. But to be honest, from a Fulham point of view, Raul Jimenez scoring on a roll right at the moment. So one of the strikers to, if anyone's looking for a budget striker to consider. This is not a bad fixture for Fulham as well, to be honest, defensively. Everton have been on form, keeping clean sheets. You have McNeil, which I
Yep.
wish I went and did on a wildcard and I didn't, because he's been the better player out of him versus Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin, oh my days. I don't know what to say. I watched the Everton game, the last one. They created so many chances for him. He just can't finish. So I'm like,
Just feel like a Solanke.
As Solanke, at least he's not getting the chances. So I can maybe paint a picture saying, oh, when he gets the chances, he might do something. Calvert-Lewin is getting the chances and he's still not doing anything. So it's even more frustrating.
Yeah, I mean McNeil, he takes most of the set pieces. He's got a wicket left foot, and yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well.
Yeah, that's it. I don't mind McNeil. Looking pretty good. Pickford keeping clean sheets. This is why I'm thinking like Mikalenko. I'm not sure whether I want to start him over one of Trent or Gabriel, but then we mentioned like both Trent and Gabriel have goal threat as well in them. So maybe I'll just have another week of seeing Mikalenko keeping a clean sheet on my bench. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, those are the players I would look at, to be honest, from Everton. McNeil, Mikalenko, and probably Pickford. I wouldn't even touch Calvert-Lewin. I would sell Calvert-Lewin, but unfortunately, I don't have another transfer, so he'll probably be going very soon.
But they have some good fixtures, don't they? Like
they do, but he's not a good striker. That's the problem.
He's the only good one they have.
Yeah, I mean, like they had the other guy as well, NDI, who scored the first goal for Everton. He's like, I think he's slightly cheaper than Calvert-Lewin, 5.4 or something like that, I think.
Yeah, right.
But I wouldn't go for him per se, to be honest. Calvert-Lewin still, he's getting chances, so we'll see whether he'll finish them or not. He's got Southampton next week as well, so maybe I'll start him for that one.
Yeah, probably should.
Yeah. So
he's saving the goals. He's saving the goals against Southampton.
He better return then. I hope so. But yeah, probably that's all I have to add on this game. Anything to add?
No.
Fair enough. Okay, next up, Chelsea versus Newcastle. Oh, before we go Chelsea Newcastle, I should add, this is mentioned in the chat as well from FPL Freddy. It looks like Walker will be out for a while. So anyone who has Rico Lewis, I guess that's good news for Rico Lewis, because no Walker. So it means he'll play a bit more longer as well. Okay, Chelsea versus Newcastle. I did not expect Newcastle to lose 1-0 to Brighton. That's one thing for sure. Chelsea, I have mentioned already, Palmer, big game player. I expect him to do well here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, both teams are kind of like a yo-yo team this year, right? They can play good in one game, then drop off the next game. I think I can see this to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, that could be possible. Yeah.
Both teams are not that good with defending and pretty good with attacking. So I do see this as attacking returns from Palmer, Gordon even.
Yeah, true. Gordon could actually do well as well in this game, to be honest. So I wouldn't really go and sell Gordon because Chelsea defensively, I mean, they do concede like a few chances, so opponents will find ways to score. And Newcastle,
Reece James is back, isn't he?
Reece James, yes, he's back, but for how long?
Yeah. His legs is not gonna stand for that long.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I probably wouldn't go Reece James, no, not at the moment. If he can survive until international break without getting injured, we'll think about it. But still, no.
Yeah. But they're playing different system now. He probably is more centre back rather than wing back.
Yeah. So we'll see. But Palmer definitely really good. I'm hoping that he does play well this game. So we'll see.
Jackson is not fit or something.
Jackson, I will have to see. He did score the goal against Liverpool. We will see in the Conference League. Not even Conference League.
Right.
This Thursday or Friday for them, Chelsea.
Don't they play like an entire different team in Conference League?
They kind of do, yeah. So Nkunku will probably be the one who will play and Jackson
Yeah.
will be rested. So I think he'll be okay. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
mean, if you got the money, Cole Palmer probably is a better option
oh
than
yeah,
if you don't. Jackson probably is the sort of the next best thing, right?
yeah. From a Chelsea point of view, if you are looking for Chelsea players, yep, I'd probably agree. But yeah, Cole Palmer, big game monster. Home game as well. He's even more better, to be honest.
Mm.
And if you have Gordon, I don't mind keeping him because Chelsea will give up opportunities, and Newcastle are not a bad team, to be honest.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, Crystal Palace versus Spurs. Now, Palace haven't looked great at all.
No.
Attacking
Maybe
wise,
it's time to change. It's time to turn. This is the game. This is the game.
of course, it has to be against Spurs.
This has to happen. It's the game.
Yeah, but attacking wise, Spurs are the best team in the league at the moment from the numbers point of view. They create a lot of chances. I feel like Brennan Johnson, while watching the game, Brennan Johnson was unfortunate not to get some attacking returns. Which is why I've gone and bought him in because I think he can get attacking returns.
Yeah, he's in form. He's seriously in form, that guy.
Yeah. Um,
I mean, Kulu's been good too. Kulusevski.
yes, he is. Yep. I probably agree that Kulusevski. I was looking at Kulusevski first over Brennan Johnson just because there's I think there's like a 0.4, 0.5 saving as well in terms of value between the two. But then I went for Brennan Johnson because all the chances just fall into him for some reason. So,
Yeah, he's fast. That guy, he's good. He doesn't take chances that well, but he can create chances.
Yeah, he gets such a huge volume that at least one of them will go in eventually.
Yeah, Solanke's been so shit.
He's been very quiet, which is very disappointing. Like I bought him in last week, and it's not looking good.
I bought him twice.
You sold him and bought him again.
I sold him and bought him again.
Oh no.
I was so stupid. I never trust Spurs players ever again.
I mean, you keep him now. To be honest, just keep him. It's not a bad fixture. Maybe he'll get.
Shit. Those players are so shit.
I should context this with for anyone listening on the chat. It's coming from an Arsenal fan, but yeah.
Yeah, it's purely not FPL related.
Yeah.
But it is because I keep picking them and they're just not doing anything.
Yeah, true. To be honest, I have been disappointed in the last two games, but I'm hoping that in this game maybe some attacking returns will come. We'll see what happens and how he does. Because they do have in a couple of weeks' time Ipswich, if I'm not mistaken. Spurs have in Gameweek 11 they have Ipswich after the Aston Villa game, so it's still like the money fixture is still coming. So I would keep your Spurs players if you have them.
That's the time Solanke scored 5 goals. Yeah, Ipswich.
Oh, we'll see. I don't know. It's like Brennan Johnson, Heung-min Son. All of them are the ones who get all the goals, and he's not there.
But Solanke is having a minute. He's getting
yes,
a minute.
Yes, that's he'll definitely get that. So at least that we know is not an issue. It's just the attacking returns that are not coming. So we'll see.
When does Angie get fed up, or is him not scoring? Because there's certain, surely a manager, you're a striker, you got to score goals.
If Richarlison comes off the bench and keeps if he finds a way to get back his scoring run, then it might be a bit of a problem. So we'll see. Heung-min Son, on the other hand, came on, got a goal, got an assist given to him, a fantasy assist by FPL, and then got removed by FPL as well after, because they initially said it was an assist, and then they were like, oh no, it's not really an assist. So there's a whole debacle of that as well. But looked pretty decent after his return from injury. He is another player that managers who are looking to sell Saka. If you don't go for Palmer, then he is the other option.
Yeah, would you do that?
I didn't do it. I went for Palmer. I preferred Palmer.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. No.
But the only reason I can see why people would do it, you get that Ipswich fixture as well, and he's probably one of the best captaincy options for that week. Because Haaland has Brighton, and Salah has Aston Villa. Palmer has Arsenal, so Saka has Arsenal. Saka has Chelsea then.
Yeah.
So Gameweek 11, he becomes probably the best captaincy option. But that's one of the reasons. But I've just gone for Palmer just because big game, and I prefer
Yeah,
Palmer at this moment.
yeah.
But yeah, that's probably Spurs. Pedro Porro looked attacking as well from defensive point of view. So anyone who
Mm.
wants to get a Spurs defender, I don't mind it, even though they're not keeping clean
Yeah, I think
sheets.
Poro is a really good
Yeah,
pick. You got the money.
yep. Palace, sell, or
I don't know, Palace, man. As I said, they might turn the corner. They have to. They if they want to get their season back on track, they need to get something out of this London derby. They need to. They absolutely need to get something out of it. They're a good manager, good players. I don't know if it's a luck or what. They're just not getting it.
yeah, true. I actually probably might look to like, I don't know, like Eze has come close to scoring a couple times, but hasn't really um done anything. So I'll probably like
Mm,
look to sell. And like I think when they actually show that they're turning the season around, then I'll probably get on to them.
yeah,
Until who knows whether it's going to be this game or in a couple of weeks. We'll see what
yeah. I
happens.
think the manager will be under enormous pressure
Yeah,
if they don't start picking up result now.
yeah, fair enough. Okay, so that's that game. The last game to talk about is West Ham versus Manchester United. West Ham, Kudus red card sent off for 3 games. He's going to be missing for. Defensively, they haven't been looking the best. United have actually they showed some decent attacking output the last game. I don't know if that is sustainable. We don't know. We'll see. Because you never know what you're going to get with United, to be honest. Knowing that very well, I'm still going for Garnacho because if he plays, he's very attacking in general,
Yeah,
and he's got really good numbers attacking wise. Show that he's very good attacking wise. So I'm going for him because I think the fixtures are still good for United. From this, like they got West Ham, Chelsea is a hard one. After that, they got Leicester, Ipswich, and Everton before they
yeah,
go to Arsenal. So they have like a short run of really good fixtures. So I'm willing to punt on it.
yeah. You're
Defend,
100% right. Garnacho probably is the one
yeah,
that you put your money on.
yeah, and he's 6.2 as well, pretty cheap.
Mm,
So yeah.
mm,
Defensively, I actually don't mind them too much defensively.
mm.
Because I think they've been a bit unlucky at times when they've conceded their goals. They've
Yeah,
looked okay, so
yeah.
I don't mind it. They could potentially keep a clean sheet in this one. So anyone who has United defense, I don't really mind starting them this week.
Mm.
But I won't be surprised if West Ham do get a goal because West Ham are at home. They'll find a way to somehow do it, but they haven't looked good West Ham on form, in terms of form.
I think you're right. I mean, West Ham they usually do score goals at
Mm,
home, with the home advantage, and I mean, it really depends on how Ten Hag set the team up. Is he trying to be a bit solid at the back and or just go out attack? If they do, then I think West Ham will score.
mm.
Um, yeah, you're right. With United, you just don't know what you're going to get
Yeah,
on the day.
that's true. And then this week they're playing Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce in Turkey.
Oh,
I don't know how that's gonna go.
because everyone thought he's going to lose his job over the international, right? He kept his job.
Who Ten Hag?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. Every week there's a lot of pressure, so we'll see how he does. Um,
yeah.
we'll see. So yeah, those are the games. Basically, anything else to add on the fixtures?
No. I think we covered every single game, and
Yep. Okay, we'll go to the data. This is the attacking data for the season so far. Spurs are on top, like I mentioned. Liverpool second, City third, Chelsea fourth. And at the bottom, you got the likes of Everton, Leicester, Wolves, and Ipswich. Now, Wolves, I should add context that they've had like tough fixtures. So we'll see whether this data improves.
yeah,
Now, what I wanted to do was I wanted to show the last 4 games as well to see if anything has changed. So now this table is the last 4 games. So Chelsea have risen, Arsenal slightly gone up as well, Liverpool slightly down, Spurs still on top. Fulham, Newcastle, and Bournemouth are also up there. But a team that has fallen quite a bit is City,
yeah.
fallen to
Right.
like mid-table.
That's striking. Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit. and that I guess is explained by the fact that like Haaland also has blanked, and they haven't, since Rodri's injury also hasn't, they haven't been playing convincingly. So we'll see what happens in this Southampton game. United have also fallen. I think they've struggled to like score goals, which is why I'm like, you don't know what, like no idea what we're gonna get from them. So we'll see what happens there. And then again here at the bottom in the last 4 games, you've still got like Crystal Palace, Wolves, and Everton as well, along with United. So
Yeah.
we'll see if these teams improve now that they are in like that good fixture run period. If they do improve over the next couple of weeks, we'll see whether they rise or not. Let's
I think just mind you, Arsenal. The reason Arsenal is up there because I think we created a big XG against Leicester City,
yeah, that could be that.
a very small one against City.
Yep.
Then we got 3 red cards for last 8 games, and
Yeah.
that kind of changes our attack as well.
Yep. That does
So
impact.
attacking wise, I think Arsenal is pretty attacking if we have 11 players.
Yeah. That's the main thing. You have to keep 11 players. That's the problem. So we'll see how they do over the tough games now. 3 tough games. So I think there will be a dip in terms of numbers just because the fixtures are harder. So we'll see how they do. And if Odegaard does return before the fixtures turn, then it improves their attacking numbers as well.
Yeah, I think Saka is key.
Yeah, that's also true. Next is the defensive numbers. Now Liverpool solid defensively. Aston Villa are second on this table, even though they've only kept 1 clean sheet all season. Forest up there third defensively. We mentioned already on Forest why they're really good. City fourth and Spurs fifth with Arsenal sixth. So Arsenal's numbers have dropped compared to obviously last season. But then you have to take into account the red cards have affected those games as well, and some tough games in there as well. So we'll see how Arsenal do over the next couple of weeks. Generally speaking, they've done well so far this season against the harder fixtures. Like the defensive numbers have gone. Like if you look at Raya's points, Gabriel's points, like against the harder fixtures they've got the points. So maybe there is actually promise for like the upcoming 3 harder fixtures that maybe they're capable of like keeping it tight.
I mean, Liverpool only conceded 3 goals.
Yep. They're insane defensively.
Wow. Yep. Yeah, that is pretty impressive, eh?
Which is why it might be a very low scoring game in the Arsenal versus Liverpool. But at the same time, attacking wise, Liverpool are good as well. So I don't know. But yeah, defensively they're looking pretty solid. It's not going to be an easy game. Yeah. And then at the bottom you got Leicester, Wolves, Southampton, and Ipswich defensively. So the teams you kind of want to target. Now, switch this for the last 4 games. Liverpool's still on top, so nothing really changed there. Bournemouth have gone up. I think that might have been affected by the fact that they played against Arsenal with 10 men, so there was not much XG conceded there. Spurs are up there as well, which is why I think Porro is not a bad choice. Chelsea are there. Arsenal still actually in the top 6 in terms of defense, so they're not too bad. It's just that they haven't been able to keep a clean sheet. City have fallen drastically, which is why I look at it and go, I don't know, maybe Rodri's injury has taken the ability to keep clean sheets isn't there. They're hoping
they're still getting results. Yeah,
they're still getting results. That's the key thing. But from an FPL point of view, we want to keep clean sheets and it's not happening. So if you have Guardiola for attacking returns, it's fine. Rico Lewis, you're hoping for attacking returns as well. Because they've conceded 12 big chances. It's huge, to be honest. Compared to like Forest have conceded 6 in the last 4, Fulham only 4, Everton only 6. So it's quite a big number for City. At the bottom, you still have the likes of Leicester, Southampton, Wolves, and even Brighton. Brighton defensively aren't the best at the moment. I do think they're leaky. So anyone who's playing against Brighton defense is not a bad fixture for them. And then you got Ipswich and United as well. I do think United should improve on this. I think they've been a bit unlucky, like I said. Look at the delta, it's in the negative. So they should have actually considered, I think, less than what they've considered. I'm not... Oh, no. They should have considered more, but they've considered less. Sorry. So Onana is doing a good job. But yeah, that's basically it. Anything else to add on these tables?
Yeah, I mean, Bournemouth is third, which... Well, you said there's Arsenal games, but that game Arsenal did actually create chances, a couple of chances. But that really shows that their defense has been good. Also Chelsea
Mm.
and West Ham. I mean, they're not too bad. I mean, I think the focus for these teams are okay. Let's just it's trend now. Let's just keep the defense solid, then build on that. Yeah, only Bournemouth on third, which is really surprising.
Maybe one to look at when their fixtures improve, like defensive players, and if they
Mm.
can still keep the defensive numbers this good.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
something to keep an eye on. I think.
yeah, definitely. And then teams. Roy, 36 points. Honestly, I would have taken 36 points.
You would.
Um, so you had, I think you had Delap come on for Saka.
Yeah,
You obviously also have the double Arsenal defense, but you have double City defense as well. So
yeah,
that you're hoping for a clean sheet from City as well this week, hopefully.
has to be
Yeah,
Southampton. Come on.
yeah. Any plans in terms of moves or anything?
No, I'm not really. I'm just gonna wait until get some clarity on Saka
Yep,
because that is you mentioned before that is key.
yep.
Um, I'm just waiting for that. If I
Mm,
can, if not, if he's still injured or something, I probably need to change to Cole Palmer.
yeah,
Probably is the way to go.
fair enough. For those listening on the audio, I'll just read out your team. So you got Rea in goal, Guardiola, Luis, and Gabriel, and Luis Hall as well from Newcastle. And the other two defenders, sorry, the other defender you had was Mazraoui on the bench, who I was a bit shocked that he came off the bench and played after like a heart surgery. So maybe he might, I don't know, might feature again in game week, sorry, against West Ham. So I don't know, we'll see.
Mm. Yeah,
In midfield, you had Luis Diaz, McNeil, Rogers, Saka, and Mbuemo. And up front, you have Delap, Solanke, and Haaland. I'm banned on Haaland, right? That's a bit,
yeah. On paper, he looks okay.
yeah,
He looks quite balanced.
yeah,
Yeah. I just need to really get a result, get a clean sheet from
yeah,
City and Arsenal.
yep. Fair enough. Talking about getting clean sheets, I still can't find a clean sheet to be honest. So I got 24 points. Bad week. No one turned up. Rea in goal. I have Trent, Gabriel, and Lewis. This team should be keeping clean sheets, but they're not keeping clean sheets. I can tell you that now. Smith Rowe in midfield alongside Luis Diaz. Both are looking to be gone this week. Rogers, Mbuemo, and Saka. So I'm looking at a major midfield reshuffle with Saka and Luis Diaz already gone. I've made the transfers with Palmer and Brennan Johnson already in. Smith Rowe is probably the next one to go at the moment, but I haven't done it yet. Just want to wait and see if anything else happens midweek fixtures. And then up front, I've got Solanke, Haaland, and Calvert-Lewin. Now, if I do the Smith Rowe to Garnacho move, I'll be benching Calvert-Lewin this week.
Yeah.
The rest of the team will most likely stay as it is. Mikalenko will probably still be on the bench. Hope for a 0-0 against Arsenal Liverpool. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. But yeah, that's my team basically. So yeah, that's it. I think there was one question more from the chat, which is from Majd. Palmer for a -4 or Sun for Saka? So I don't know if the Sun for Saka is for a hit or not. I'm assuming it's not for a hit, but the Palmer one will be for a hit. Would you do Palmer for a hit, or would you just do a straight one free transfer of Sun to Saka? I mean, Saka to Sun.
No, I think we talk about this.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer probably is the better option
Yeah.
at
Okay.
this stage.
Yeah.
Until you see Son play 90 minutes, game in, game
Yeah.
out. The fact that Brendan Johnson has been doing so well,
Yeah.
Kulu's been doing so well, they're scoring goals. I just feel like Son at this stage isn't nailed on playing all that minutes.
Okay, so wait till he like gets like more minutes in his like because he's coming back from injury and all.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. And I think that was it at the moment. No other questions. So just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Roy, thank you to you as well. Hopefully bigger green arrows for us both this week.
We've got to beat Liverpool. We have to win.
Well, you're hoping for a win. I'm hoping for a draw.
Yeah, happy with 0-0.
Yeah. Or I'll take both teams scoring with like Trent and Gabriel both getting attacking returns. I don't know. I can only dream, but anyways, we'll see how it goes.
Haaland, 5 goals, Haaland.
I know. Let's hope Haaland also actually returns. And if anyone's playing the triple captaincy, good luck as well.
But then again, everyone's got Haaland, right? That it's not going to be a differentiate
No,
things anymore.
but if Haaland doesn't score against Southampton, a lot of people are going to look to sell him.
Well, true. Jordan doesn't have Haaland.
How has he been getting away with this?
He
What's his
never
secret
had-
magic?
He never had
Yeah.
Haaland.
See, this is the thing. You could just go without Haaland. You don't have to worry about it, and Salah just
Yeah.
keeps doing the business.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Jordan just. Oh, actually, in a way, he has Haaland.
Okay. So you must have just got him recently.
Yeah, he lied.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably got him when he stopped scoring.
Yeah. So welcome to the club as well. Cool. That's basically it. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll be live for the deadline stream on the Friday night / Saturday morning here in Australia. Until then, I will see you all later. Peace out, everyone.
All right, guys. Bye.